at Derrick Henry. He looked real good a week ago with almost 160 yards. It's the Titans and the Bills, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bills. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
In the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State, the former Spartan. It's Kirk Cousins. And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game. Well, 2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game. Play fake. Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season. And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing, Cousins. And that's incomplete. Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing. Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now. Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Running left, it's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Cousins. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Ed Oliver drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the board. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Pressure comes and down he goes. And we'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing is Allen on third. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete.
Bitch.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This is Hines. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Oh,
well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Cousins' throw complete there to Beckham. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20. They go play action. Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Now it's Hines, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Allen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. He's got the first down and more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Hines. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To the air, Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Allen going to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And award that sack to Boogie Basham. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this returnable for Hines. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Offense back out. We take a closer peek at the dual threat back, Nyheim Hines. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Allen going deep for Diggs. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Quick slant to Shakir. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. Here's Allen on first and 10. And it's caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They run with Hines. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've reached half. No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Allen Allen hit. He lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball. Second down, they go again with Henry.
Trucks over him. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On second down, here's Henry. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And Oliver able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. Throwing now is Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Titans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run it again with Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cousins now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bills getting set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw on second and 6. Allen looking middle, and that's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It'll be first and goal when we come back. Back now in Nashville. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Kirk Cousins keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Titans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bills ready to take over.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Hines, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
76 yards now for Hines on the ground, and that's a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines.
He'll take this to the 46. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, Hines. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This will be play number 9 in the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Hines. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 15. A little under a minute 50 remaining. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Cousins. Pass caught by Hooper. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll throw again. Cousins. And brought in downfield by Burks. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. This will be caught just inside the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's got it. Only able to gain a couple there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, and it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. The extra point up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So it's a